Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Richa, and in today's video I'm showing you how to write une lettre de motivation, that's a cover letter. Now before we begin, I want you to know what is a lettre de motivation first of all. So uh, I've heard a lot of various things about lettre de motivation, like will AF provide the lettre de motivation at the time of application for the Assistana program? Do we have to write it, or will we be provided with the lettre de motivation from the professor, or the AF professor, etc., etc. A lot of misconceptions around this. So, first thing first, lettre de motivation, or a cover letter, as you know, is to be written by you at the time of application. So if you're considering applying for Asistana program this year, you will have to draft a lettre de motivation. Now the thing is, at the time of application, you are not expected to upload it as a document. You are expected to copy paste your lettre de motivation in the form itself. So there'll be a section in which you've got to write your lettre de motivation. So what I suggest is write it on a Word document first, so that you just have to copy paste, and in case there are any errors you can rectify them there. And rather than directly drafting on the ADEL platform, it's better to have it written in front of you so that you just copy paste. At times there can be bugs in this platform, so just to avoid all of that, I suggest doing this. Now I'll show you the lettre de motivation that I had written for my application. Again, you can model on this. You can take help from internet, you can take help from my lettre de motivation as well, but make sure it's customized to your experience and expertise. Now see, a lettre de motivation is basically something wherein you are marketing yourself, or else just imagine you're writing a letter explaining why you are a suitable candidate for this, for any position for that matter. Actually, in Europe, we have this concept of, whenever we apply for a job, we have this thing called, with our CV, we have to attach the cover letter, that's lettre de motivation in French. So, yeah, whenever you apply for any positions here, you've got to send your cover letter along with your CV. So even when whether you are emailing or you are just applying for any position on LinkedIn or any other job portals, you have to do this. So you should know what is a lettre de motivation. Now, first thing is, you address, since you don't know, you just write Madame, Monsieur. And so in your first line, you will write why you are writing this lettre de motivation, okay? So you say, je me permets de vous adresser ma candidature pour le poste d'assistant d'anglais directement au. So there's this error here. It's AU. I had made changes, I guess, but yeah, I don't know why it appears as QU. Yeah, I had made changes to this. Maybe I've made changes to the Word document, and I'd saved this before. So directement. So you don't need to write directement. Please don't write directement. This was a letter that I had written for a different purpose. Directement au sein de votre académie. Now, since you know, you don't know which academy you will get, you just have to write au sein de votre académie. Now, in one line, you just complete why you're writing the lettre de motivation, right? Now, in the second paragraph, third paragraph, you mention about your experiences. It can be 3 paragraphs as well, depending upon the experiences you've acquired over the years. So, I've written, en effet, j'ai eu ces dernières années l'occasion d'acquérir une solide expérience. D'abord, en tant que professeur de français au sein d'un institut privé, j'ai donné des cours aux lycéens. En plus, j'avais préparé les notes des sujets variés à les donner. Now this is the paragraph in which I'm talking about my personal experience of teaching French to candidates, like to the college students. And in the second paragraph, I've also mentioned where I've trained candidates internationally, like I've trained students from Canada, US, even France for that matter, for competitive exams like DELF and TEF. So I've trained students even in India actually. So I've trained adults, majorly they were adults, all above 30 years of age. 30, yeah, they were somewhere between 28 to 35 years of age. So I've also trained candidates up to 40 years of age, even mothers who wanted to start their careers in teaching. So I've mentioned that here. Puis j'ai commencé à donner des cours privés aux professionnels et aux étudiants qui voulaient travailler à l'étranger, où j'ai appris à gérer des affaires, planifier mes cours, les activités, les examens, etc. Okay, so here I have spoken about all of this, wherein I gave private classes. I learned how to plan my courses, like my lectures, like whether they were fast track courses. Students come with me for specific reasons also, like sometimes it's not even related to any competitive exams as such. So something where they are more concerned with things, with learning things related to their domain and their jobs. So all of that. Now, since I have teaching background, I'm writing a lot about teaching. Also, it perfectly aligns with the post I'm applying. So you have to ensure you're mentioning all of that. If there are any other experiences apart from this that you can mention, I would suggest you to modify your script as per that, and see how you can bridge the gap. If your experience is something very industry specific, or corporate, if your experience is about the corporate world, see how you can bridge the gap, and how you can establish a connection with the position you're applying for. Then also make sure your paragraphs are well structured, like this, like you mention about one experience in one paragraph, another experience in another paragraph, and then in another paragraph you mention how these experiences have evolved you, and what all skills have you acquired, which makes you suitable for the position you're applying for. This will not just help you for your Assistana application, it will also help you in case you're looking for a job apart from assistant de langue in France, in Europe especially. Just give me 1 minute, guys. My battery is low. I'll just plug in my charger. I'll be right back. So yeah, now in the next paragraph, sorry, what did I do? Yeah, so in the next paragraph I talk about ces expériences professionnelles m'ont par ailleurs permis les compétences citées ci-dessus, d'apprendre à évoluer au sein d'une équipe avec professionnalisme, rigueur et ponctualité. Rigueur is discipline, strictness. Plus précisément, j'ai appris à développer les leçons pour expliquer aux étudiants les concepts facilement et les évaluer, les motiver. Now here, see, Lettre de Motivation is basically marketing yourself, and above all, it's partially bragging about your skills and highlighting your skills and whatever. It's like you just show off the skill set that you have. So that's what I have done here. Par ailleurs, make sure you're using the right connectors in the right context. Par ailleurs, je serais fière d'obtenir une expérience. Now here I'm mentioning why and how is assistant de langue going to help me, like how is this position going to help me contribute to my professional expertise that I already have, how is it going to help me grow in my career. So make sure you're not just talking about yourself. Like if you see your lettre de motivation has to be split in parts. Like first you mention about the reason of your application, then you mention about your experiences, then you also have to talk about how the experience is going to the experience or the position that you're applying for right now is going to help you in your career. How will it help you grow? Okay, so that's where the second half of my lettre de motivation starts with. Je serais fière d'obtenir une expérience exceptionnelle dans une académie française. Cela me permettra d'apprendre la méthode d'enseignement en France, because that's what that's what the position offers, right? De me plonger dans la culture française et facilement de m'épanouir professionnellement. So and easily grow professionally. Pour moi, c'est une occasion de formation essentielle pour ma carrière et j'envisage d'être capable de communiquer en français comme un natif à la fin de ce programme. And yes, that is what the objective of this program is. So that you, at the base level, it's about improving your French language, right? So you've got to highlight those things. You've got to talk about things from an assistant perspective. So you have to imagine that you're already an assistant. Okay, so what all things will you learn during this program? So first thing, obviously your French is going to improve since you're going to communicate only in French. Not only in French, of course people do speak English as well, but yeah, since you're here for that, you're going to talk about improving your French language. It's how it's going to expose you to the authentic French culture, and you learn a lot about French people, like overall how they are, and their way of living, and the cultural differences in India or your country, wherever you belong to. So everything, you've got to talk about all of that in this paragraph. If you see, if you compare the length of the paragraphs here, this one is the longest because I wanted to brag more about how the position is going to help me. So that is also an important part of your lettre de motivation. Now if you're applying for any other job, you've got to modify that as per the role you're applying for and the expertise you have, like I've already said. So it's essential for my career, and I envision to be capable of communicating in French as a native at the end of the program or towards the end of the program. Cela m'aidera beaucoup à développer ma présence sur les réseaux sociaux où je partage, I forgot the accent here, où je partage de petites leçons éducatives, les leçons en français. Now here I'm talking about the social media presence that I have, wherein I share small French lessons and things like that. So yeah, I've also spoken about how this program is going to give me an upper hand on this platform and about my expertise. And to build credibility online. So, en même temps, je pourrais partager mes connaissances et mes compétences avec tous dans l'académie. Now, here, it's not that you are begging for the job. You're not just talking about the good part, good things about yourself and the position. It's also about what you are going to contribute to the organization, right? So as an assistant, before I came here, um, I did not really think about all of this. In what ways will I be able to contribute to the organization? Maybe I thought I'll just have to take class and talk about things and all of that, but no, it's not the thing. The reason you are hired as an assistant is also to enrich the students' knowledge about your country, to change perspective, to exchange things about your culture. Like, it's a cultural exchange thing, and it's also to engage the students in uh, various debates and conversations that you are going to initiate in your classes. So that is what you have to mention here. Okay, so here what I'm talking is, while this position is going to help me develop in my career in this ways, um, at the same time, the organization is going to benefit in this way from me. Okay, so this is what I bring to the table, and this is what I can contribute to the organization, to the students, and to the entire institute, right? So this is what you are mentioning. So very gracefully you've got to mention, you've got to showcase both the sides of the story, like things that you bring to the table, and things that this experience is going to align with your expertise, and how it's going to evolve, and how it's going to help you grow. So that is the thing that you have to write. You also have to bridge the gap between the two, in case um, your past experiences are totally different from what you are applying for. Okay, so c'est donc avec, now here this is the closing part. C'est donc avec un grand enthousiasme et en espérant sincèrement répondre au profil que vous recherchez que je vous adresse ma candidature. Okay, so here you talk about, you can also mention about personal, interpersonal skills, like je suis dynamique, je maîtrise la langue, or you can talk about je suis professionnel, j'ai un bon j'ai un bon esprit d'équipe, like the team spirit, etc., etc. So you can mention those things as well. I thought my lettre de motivation was already getting a bit longer than expected, so I did not prefer mentioning all of that. So yeah, je me tiens à votre disposition pour toute information complémentaire. Je vous prie d'agréer, Madame, Monsieur, l'expression de mes sincères salutations. These two lines you can just copy paste. That's fine, but I recommend modifying your lettre de motivation, not just copy pasting what I have written. This is not the actual lettre de motivation that I used right now. Initially, I mean, for the program application, yes, I did use this, and you can model on this. Of course, you can pick up some ideas, words, and modify your lettre de motivation with whatever information you can see on screen. But if you copy paste, I think the academy will figure out, I guess. But if you wish to cheat, you can. I have no problem. So once your closing is done, I think the last 3 lines you can just copy paste, that's fine. But I recommend modifying the experience and expertise part as per your knowledge and experience. And in the end, you just write, you just have to close it with your signature, cordialement, and your name or your digital signature, whatever. I think digital signature you won't be able to copy paste in the form, so it's better to write your name. I think that's all. Your lettre de motivation can be longer depending upon the experiences you've had, maybe you're applying for mid-level position or higher level position or any other organizational positions, and you have a couple of different experiences, you can mention that here. So this is how you write a lettre de motivation. um, if you have any doubts or any questions regarding the program or even apart from the program, you can drop them in the description below. Also guys, in case there are any questions regarding the program, like uh, some questions I get in the comments are totally irrelevant and a bit annoying to read, because I just get comments like how much do they pay and what is the process and all of that. Please educate yourself online. Everything is available online. So do not ask me those irrelevant questions. If there's something different from whatever is available online, there's a whole guide available for the Asistana program, like from start to end, and you can just read that and educate yourself as to how you're going to go about the program. But definitely I did not read it at all, honestly. I just went with the flow, and obviously initially we have a lot of questions in our minds, but believe me, everything can be figured out, because there's this super helpful community, super helpful WhatsApp community of past assistants who are doing a commendable job of helping the new assistants whenever we panic, or whenever there is any difficult situation that we are in. It's like there's somebody to hold your hand from the start to the end, and no matter how stupid your questions are, you can always count on this group. So everything can be figured out, guys. Don't worry about anything. If there's anything sensible, and if there's any question apart from this, apart from whatever I spoke in the video, drop them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Thank you for watching.